Hi, I'm Mike, and this is going to be a little bit different than usual. For one, I'm cooking dinner at the moment, and I don't actually have a lot of time to do this card, which is a real shame because Pyromancer's Goggles is... Oh man, I am so looking forward to playing this. This is the first rare, actually technically mythic rare, but big difference. It's the first one I've pulled out of a pack of Magic Origins, and I'm kind of ecstatic to get it. I don't have long because the water is still boiling, making pasta if you haven't guessed. Ignore these. I'm not actually going to drink them tonight. Got to work in the morning. But yeah, so what I got here is Pyromancer's Goggles. It's a 5-drop legendary artifact. And to start off with, I need to say the biggest downside to this card is the opening cost of 5. I can see if that's kind of a game breaker, deal breaker actually, when it comes to the other formats. Definitely in Legacy, almost certainty. It's almost a certainty in Standard, and I wouldn't be surprised if... Okay, Modern can go either way. I can see someone building a good deck with this, but I don't think it would be like a mainstay. Maybe it would just like one of those weird one-off decks. But in EDH, a 5-drop legendary artifact. Okay, legendary is actually an asset because there's cards to search out artifacts that are legendary. There's cards to search out artifacts. And the fact that it's a 5-drop that's colorless means it will fit in any deck. Now, it really is kind of useless in anything that doesn't have red because it adds red to your mana pool. So it needs to have red in it. That said, that's not the drawback. It's an upside because it provides red mana to an instant or sorcery spell of that color, and then it copies that sorcery or instant. And you can choose a new target, but that's more standard. And you know, right off the bat, I was thinking, ooh, hey, that's a double lightning bolt. I am not upset about that because for the equivalent of nothing, or just the red you pay into it by the artifact, you get 6 damage. Paying 1 mana for 6 is really freaking good. But you know, that's also good. But I was thinking, hey, could we get this out faster? Well, I gotta say, there's always my mainstay in red. And he is quickly becoming my mainstay. If I can get him to stay, good boy. Not you, dog. Treasonous Ogre, because if you don't really care about you having life, he will provide all the red mana you need. So, okay, now you got that down. What else can you do to get this out faster? Well, I was thinking, and this is really my consideration, it's not even this card I'm talking about, but it got me thinking, what would be a really effective deck this could be in? Well, Nin. God. Why won't they stay? Jeez. The thing about her is, she needs a good bit of mana base to start with, but she's a cheap general. So I can get her out pretty quickly and use her ability even on herself, kill her off, and have a nice bit of draw. Say, drop her turn 2. On turn, say, 4, I kill her, I draw 2 cards. Chances are I'm going to have a nice bit of a hand at that point. I'll have something useful. Turn 5, I draw Pyromancer, and then either I can drop a lightning bolt and just take out a threat or 2 right then and there, or I can hold off till the next turn and just go crazy. My personal favorite, and any card similar to it, Wild Ricochet. Because this is where things go stupid. It's an infinite combo right off the bat. Because Pyromancer... Oh, is it going to fall? Is it going to fall? Okay, it's not falling. Yeah, close enough. It makes a copy of target spell, and then it makes another copy, and you get to choose a target for both. And then you get a copy of Wild Ricochet. So you got 4 copies floating around right there. You just basically keep making copies of the 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 copies, and I can just keep going, but I'll lose track of what I'm saying. And then, you know, you just play any spell after that. Say, Mana Acceleration, Lightning Bolt, Act of Treason to steal the board at that point. Really, there's so many things you could do. Hell, you can do red removal and just take out everything in the game. I didn't bring the card up, but yeah, red removal. I think it's Chaos Warp would do it. Sure, they might get some interesting things, but you basically just keep doing it until they don't have anything. I wouldn't recommend that because they might get some interesting things out there that could screw you up, but it would also be a very interesting way to play the game to continually mill through someone's deck with that card. But ideally, I would just go with Gut Shot. You pay the 2 life, it's in play, you don't have any mana to use, and you just beat everyone to death with a Gut Shot. And then you get to say you beat everyone to death with a Gut Shot. Or, for more hilarity, Needle Drop. Just because it is stupid. You can make any card lethal at this point, and that's just straight damage. If you want to go for a different method, fine, go for it. This is just the straightforward one. So yeah, I'll probably going to have to do a Nin deck now just because, okay, they won't stay. But I mean, I got all these ideas floating around, and I'm actually censoring myself because I want to save something for a Nin EDH deck itself. But right now, these are what I'm looking for. This is just a stupid good card. Oh, well, hey, the camera's tracking. I didn't know it would do that. Huh. Actually, I did. I just didn't think it would be that good. It's a stupid good card. It's not broken. It's not expensive. If you can get it now, I would recommend it because it's a very good utility card. It has a limited effect similar to Mirari, but I actually think it's a little better because it takes off the mana cost by adding. Sure, you're limited to red, but there's enough multicolor spells that you're not exactly restricted by that. And in a multicolor deck, there are multicolored spells with red in it, I should obviously mention, that are worth playing. You could probably do some really scary things with it. And, you know, that's only if you don't consider the things I've done scary to start with. So yeah, that's the card. If you get a copy of Pyromancer's Gogles, it's just going to be something fun to play with. So yeah, I'm Mike. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Sorry I haven't been doing as many videos, but I've been really distracted with my other channel I just started. It's called Area Games. I'll put a link down in the description below. I think it's somewhere right around here. Yeah, check it out. It's just me making an ass of myself. So basically exactly what you just experienced, but with video games instead of card games. So yeah, it's all fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Later.